Yeah. Now we'll just get Ayame and Clint should be joining. That's a bad view, isn't it?
Oh, depends on what you're looking at.
Ayame! Look at this. Gardos and counting?
Oh, sorry, I'm just catching up on the periodicals here.
What newspaper is that?
Oh, it's just a little thing I subscribe to. It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
That's pretty cool. And I know what you're doing, you smart ass.
Oh, what am I doing?
Selling the ideas. We've talked about.
Well, I don't know what you're talking
things
about.
To subscribe to.
Just
building the curiosity and a little thing that might be secretive.
There's this interesting article right here on the cover of this one about a haunted doll named Robert. So I was just catching up on that.
Who
I don't
name
know.
a doll Robert? First things first. That's the lie.
I assume that the previous owner here did.
Dolls are named Chucky and other freaky, weird Japanese names, like in that one show.
Oh yeah, that one show, freaky
Yeah,
Japanese dolls that are haunted, right?
Yeah, that they got those faces and they just do this at you. Remember those?
I don't know what the hell you were talking about.
Well, sometimes I get lost myself, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So notice that it says Jake Vanderlinden, but it's Colby Hake.
Yeah.
No, I'm Jake. I'm gonna stick with that.
We're gonna stick with that.
Is Jake gonna join us?
No.
Me?
As soon as he saw Colby, he dumped this thing faster than, I'm telling you, than a hot metal. What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm messing with the lighting.
Okay. Well,
I'll do that too.
but yeah, he dumped us faster than a hot plate of eggs. I'm telling you, it was just, wow.
Whoa.
Seems pretty sensible, really.
He's like, well, maybe I could stay out. And big old smile. And I was like, oh, maybe we should flip a coin. And he goes, well, what are you getting at? I'm like, I was just testing the waters. Just wanted to see really what's going on here. So.
Gotcha.
And I'm sure he's watching.
Well, I would hope so.
No one's. Oh my gosh, attendees too, maybe. Jake. Oh gosh, it is Jake. I love you.
Who's the other one?
Mom. Hello, Jake and Mom.
Hi, Jake and Jake's mom.
Jake and Mom. Jake and Mom. See, there's all kinds of buttons on here that get me lost sometimes. Like that one I don't need up. What's going on there? So, guess what? Clint should be joining us soon too.
Yeah, you said that.
No.
By the way, happy birthday, Colby. I know I said it earlier, but happy birthday also.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say today's somebody's birthday.
We'll mention it officially when we start, but oh wait, I guess we have officially started.
It started. Yeah.
So
first topic is Colby and his birthday.
Happy birthday, Colby. Woo!
Woo!
He's a cool cat born on a hot day.
Yeah.
June. Late June. Brutal.
Yep. Nailed it.
Yeah. Cold-blooded Viking like me sweats.
Cool cat born on a hot day.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So, what have you been up to today, Ayame?
I returned some pants, and then I cut the lawn.
That's a good day.
And I think that's about it.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's good. Because I didn't do much of anything today either. Just ran a couple of errands, did some stuff at work, had to wash my dad's truck. I went camping for a week last week. That was fun.
Yeah, tell us about that.
That was a good time. You know, I always enjoy sitting at the campfire. I always enjoy playing cards with Grandma. Clint showed up and we played some game. When he gets on, we'll have to talk about it. It's a drinking game. But you're not drinking.
Well, then how is it a drinking game?
It's called like
you're missing 50% of the things in that
I
description.
know, because it's a game based on drinking and playing drinking games.
Aha, but you're not actually drinking anything.
If you did, you'd probably get really messed up or die. It's pretty bad. But it's called like The Legend of the Red Dragon, and you pick characters, and yeah, and you're supposed, and it's a card game, and I suck at those. So anyway, you're drinking, and you've got this thing that goes 1 to 20 in a circle, and you put your fortitude marker on the 20 and your drink marker on the 0, and if they ever cross, that's when you pass out, because you've had too many drinks for how healthy you are.
This definitely sounds nerdy enough for Clint.
Oh, it's brutal, because I kept teasing it's like vague, super damn vague.
There's
you know,
like 60 pages of lore that you have to read before you can play it.
Well, every single turn takes like 20 minutes, because everybody's reading the cards like super in depth, and you have to, or because if you don't, you're just done.
See, I resent that you'll play this with them, but you won't play Dinosaur Island or Ghostbusters with me.
Those
games are considerably easier.
I was trapped in the woods.
I was trapped in the woods. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I was literally unable to walk away.
No, it was a fun game, and
it sounds fun.
You know, but yeah, most days we're busy working, doing stuff, trying to keep this ship that's not a word. A bruising. I was gonna say a cruising, but it came out a bruising.
A cruising, sort of.
For a bruising on your birthday.
Nailed it. Oh, we brought it right back around.
Did it. Brought that up. So
proud of you.
So
oh God.
Did you get anything fun for your birthday today, Colby? Or have you reached the age where you don't get anything?
My mom did give me some headphones.
Moms are always that way. My mom always gives me fun little stuff too. So don't you, Ma? She's on there, but
she didn't reply though. She didn't say anything to that. So the answer, I guess, is no. Then.
Well, know what? On the stuff, getting things for your birthday.
Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind.
The other thing I got to mention is Uncle John. If you're watching this, these videos are awesome, and we're going to make a bunch of them. Check out this little bump, but there'll be some other stuff coming too. My Uncle John, as soon as I got up camping, all he did was, well, they're an hour long. What's the deal? And it's like, come, you know, but we snip them up, make some fun stuff. Don't worry, Uncle John. And we'll start making some of these things, these other videos that'll be fun videos and stuff of us. And, you know, the first one I've been working on is us in Universal Studios and things like that. So kind of the DDK, but not every damn day. So it's a little too much, Rex, for even me. So, but yeah, anyways, now that that's out of the way, we can move on to something else. Just, he was relentless. Kept saying karma out.
Jake mentioned that.
Yeah.
Karma
out. Like,
that's kind of become it used to be your catchphrase, and now it's kind of become all of Karma's catchphrase. Because, I mean, I say it sometimes on the Gaming Good Karma videos. I know Jake says it like every time he's on video, and you make everyone else say it when they're in video with you. So it's kind of become like the Karma catchphrase now.
I know, and so does he, because Uncle John watches pretty much every video. So,
well, you could tell Uncle John that these ones are meant to be listened to as podcasts, so you can listen to them without watching them as you're, driving a long haul somewhere, or traveling to another state for a visit to a theme park, for example.
Which I heard may never open again. My dad said that they were saying Disneyland would be closed indefinitely, maybe.
Well, okay. First of all, that is something that went around, but let me tell you something, and I've said this before, I'll say it again, I'll say it 100 million times. There is no conceivable reality, short of like some kind of devastating apocalypse, where Disney, one of the richest companies on the planet Earth, who has invested literally trillions of dollars into these properties, would ever allow the parks to just not open again.
I know.
It's not, there's no reality where they would do that, because they would be losing so much money for no reason.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I.
yes, there was a brief time where, because of the resurgence of, like, there was spikes in cases in California, Florida, you know, all the big population centers, Texas, that opened before, you know, arguably they should have, you know, wherever your stance is on that, that the cases were going up. And in Disneyland in particular, the workers union for Disneyland was saying that they wouldn't return to work until they reached an agreement on what was going to be safe for the cast members. And so, yes, temporarily, there was a time where they officially said that the parks were going to be closed indefinitely because they hadn't set a date yet. But that doesn't mean that they're never going to reopen. All that means is we don't know when we're going to open them. And for the moment, we're just going to assume that they're not going to be open for the foreseeable future. Because if they say a week, if they say a month, if they say 10 years, then people are going to hold them to it forever. And people are going to be like sitting there on the website, clicking refresh every 10 seconds on the day it's supposed to open. And then they're going to go, well, why didn't you tell us? You said it was going to be today.
Bingo. But could you imagine never being to go, like, entire...
I'd break. First of all, I would break in, you know that. And second of all,
generations have gone to Disneyland.
Well, exactly. I mean,
and it's
again,
like storied, and they do that, and
yeah.
It's like, now you don't.
I mean, Universal today, actually, Universal said the same thing about Super Mario World in Universal Tokyo or Universal Japan. Super Mario World, I think is what it's called. Nintendo World, whatever.
Yeah,
is basically done there. It's basically ready to open. They've been running lighting tests and area tests for weeks now, and it was supposed to be open. It's supposed to either be open very shortly, or that they just came out, I think it was just today, and said that Nintendo or Super Mario World's opening date has been delayed indefinitely also, but it's the same thing.
That's nuts.
It looks cool, by the way. I'm so excited for the one when they open it in California.
If they ever open California. So, I don't know.
Just relax. Just relax.
It'll happen someday.
It'll happen someday. I mean, it'll happen a lot sooner if everybody stops being so whingy about taking care of other people, but...
Well. You know, I got this thing.
Oh, yeah, the Karma masks came in.
Yeah, look at this thing. But if I put it on, no one will be able to see my lips. How will they know if I'm smiling? Look, tell me what I'm doing right now.
I think they'll be able to tell.
This mask actually has a little bit of
You look like
personality.
You look like Darkman a little bit.
It's like Skeletor. What's that
Bring
guy in
me
Skeletor
He-Man!
with the metal jaw? Do you remember that? Who is that guy?
Who?
Skeletor.
If Clint was on, he'd know, because he's a He-Man.
What?
There's a bad guy on there that has just like his lower jaw is metal. Remember?
Is it Fisto?
I don't know.
The only other one besides Skeletor I remember is Fisto.
Look, somebody's
because
raising their
hilarious.
hand here.
Uh-oh.
My mom raised her dang hand. What do you do? How do I look at that?
Oh, if she knows, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know quite how I... Chat 3. Oh my gosh. Mom, happy birthday, Colby. Heidi ho, neighbor. What was that? That was long ago.
His name was Trapjaw.
Trapjaw. See, I knew I wasn't nuts. And it's like just his lower lip.
Yeah, he's kind of he's very generic looking. He looks like I'll bring it back up here because I closed it. He looks like pretty much just imagine any bad guy with a metal jaw from any cartoon you've ever seen, and he's like that. He's green. He's got a red metal jaw with pointy teeth, and
How
he's
many
wearing
other metal jaw bad guys do you know?
a football helmet. There
Yeah,
were
he
a
looks
ton, there
like
were
a
a ton of
weirdo.
them. Like Captain Planet, I think had one. David the
He's our
Gnome, I'm
hero.
sure had one. You know, it was just the thing in the 80s is you had a bad guy with a metal lower jaw.
Funny, it's always the lower jaw.
The Inhumans,
James Bond had a guy named Jaws that had
Venture
metal teeth.
Brothers. Yeah, Jaws.
Yeah. Was that the actual James Bond movie, or was that the one Connery did by his lonesome?
I think it
makes
was.
appearances in
It
multiple.
was Moonraker, wasn't it? Or
What one was it called?
No, Jaws makes appearances in multiple James
Really?
Bond.
oh, okay. Which ones was he in?
I'm pretty sure he was in. I think he was in both of those, Moonraker and Diamonds Are Forever, I believe.
Okay, the one that Connery did on his own, I think, was Never Say Never Again, right?
Mom just said Moonraker.
Okay, I was pretty sure he was in Moonraker because I remember the part towards the end where
Yeah.
he gets blasted out into space or something. But like, yeah, the other one, the one that Connery did by himself or without officially was, yeah, Never Say Never Again, I think, right?
I have no idea. I've seen a bunch of James Bond movies, but I don't remember any of their names or most of the people that were in them.
Oh,
Except for I love the Roger Moore one when it's the Live and Let Die. I liked that one.
Oh,
he's
okay.
just
No,
got a-
it's Jaws is a fictional character in James Bond films. He was in The Spy Who Loved Me and Moonraker.
okay. The Spy Who Loved Me. Huh.
Jeez. James Bond.
You used to have such good names for those movies.
Moonraker. What the?
Those were the Roger Moore years. He was a goofball.
Yeah, but I loved that one, Live and Let Die. That's the voodoo one. When they're down in Jamaica or something like that.
I really liked Man with the Golden Gun. Like Man with the Golden Gun is one of my favorite. Like
Is that a
just
Roger
James
Moore?
Bond. Yeah, it's Roger Moore. It had the guy who played Saruman, Lee.
Oh, what's his name?
Christopher Lee. Christopher Lee was in it. It was a like when he attaches the wings to his car.
Yeah.
And then it flies out of the barn, and it starts out like this real car, and then as soon as it takes off, it becomes this toy, and it makes like this whoop noise as it flies up into the air.
Well, in the one where he goes to Japan,
he goes to Korea in that one. Like he gets kidnapped and he wakes up. It's either Korea or China. He wakes up in like he goes to meet a crime boss. And he's got like that fake third nipple, and then he gets knocked out and he gets sent to like this martial arts school so they can kill him, and he just runs away because he's not tied up or anything. They just leave him there.
Yeah. Well, in this one, you only live twice, I think is what it's called, or die twice, or something like that. Because he gets murdered, faked,
Yeah.
and then he goes to Japan, and then he like marries a Japanese lady, but in it he flies a little helicopter, teeny thing, with no sides on it or nothing, but it's got rockets, and he takes out like fighter jets. Remember that, Cole?
Those movies are so goofy.
I don't even know.
Was it a jetpack or was it
No.
like the little
It's
helicopter
like a
that
little
pulls out of the
teeny
briefcase?
helicopter.
Is it Roger Moore still?
No, that one's a Sean Connery. That one's an old school Sean Connery.
I bet they have something for it in
They go to
From Russia with Love game.
Thunderball.
But when we went, me and Jake, just before we went to Himeji Castle over in Japan, we didn't go there. Did we go to any castles when we were there, Naomi?
We went to the one with the singing hallway.
Yeah, that's the Shogun's palace.
I think that was the only castle we actually went in. Like we
Okay.
went to the Golden Pagoda. I don't know if that counts because I don't really remember. But
Well,
that was
Himeji
the only one
Castle.
that we went in. I feel like we went to Himeji Castle, but I can't remember. It's been too
Well,
long.
it's huge. It's one of 3 castles that has survived, and it's white, and they call it like the White Crane because they say it looks like a crane taken off, but it's a building. So it really doesn't. But anyway, they
Got to use your imagination a little bit.
okay, well, but in that
If
in
you
that
squint
James
real
Bond
hard
movie,
and you're drunk.
yeah, well, he goes to Himeji Castle, and they have a secret samurai school there. And he's like, "These are my samurai," and like they come running and stuff. So while we were there, this little Asian lady named Yoko, and she came up and said, "My name's Yoko, but I'm not the one from the Beatles." So we were like laughing. Gave us an English tour of the Himeji Castle and would stop and go, "This is this shot from the movie. This is this shot from the movie." So yeah, so I've touched where James Bond has been and conquered. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
And that, like I said,
Let
that
me-
was Sean. That was Mr. Connery himself.
Let me know when you get
Yeah.
into the VIP room at the Casino Royale, and then
That
then
pretty
I'll be
much makes
impressed.
me a 00 something. Maybe like 1 or 2, but
Little dumbass.
Ninja'd me.
00 dumbass. Holy hell. That's ridiculous.
Oh, nailed it.
Thanks, Colby. Happy birthday.
Wait. Sorry.
00 dumbass.
Oh my god.
That might have to be the clip. Who knows?
Not if you want to put it on YouTube.
Why?
They'll censor that. They'll censor that shit. You have to put that one up on Facebook.
They double down on the double no-nos? You can't swear?
I don't know. I think it really just depends on if you want to be monetized or not.
Yeah. YouTube's weird nowadays. But free platform. What do you
Like
do?
you can swear, but yeah, you just can't like monetize. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't pay that close attention to it because I don't care.
Yeah. So if we didn't need a place like that to upload and put videos and stuff and make it so you guys could see it, you know.
Well, we could have gone to Mixer, but they closed.
Who's Mixer? I've never even heard of Mixer.
That was
That's
so.
probably why.
So Microsoft, I think it was last year. I think they started Mixer. It's been going for a while, but last year, like they signed some of Twitch's biggest streamers, like Ninja, who, if anyone cares, he was like the biggest Fortnite streamer in the world for a while. I personally don't care, but anyway, they gave him like $30 million to go to their platform and stream exclusively for them. And I think it was 2 or 3 days ago, maybe last week now, they were just like, never mind, we're closing it, and we're going to send all these people over to Facebook Gaming instead. And most of them are now like going back to Twitch. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a stupid industry.
Well, yeah, it's kind of crazy. So, but yeah, I know nothing about Fortnite, but I learned it while I was camping, thanks to this my little cousin named Carson, my cousin's son named Carson. He goes, I watch Fortnite. I'm like, oh, okay. Then he told me every plot in the game, like just started talking, and for 2 days followed me around. Mousy King turned blah 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 and killed Shooty McGoo, and now he's the Prince of Persia, and I ain't, it was just it was relentless. But the kid's cute and funny. So, but Fortnite, I just going, oh yeah.
Like, oh yeah, Fortnite. All you need to know about Fortnite is they expect you to play forever, and right now the map is underwater. It's a third-person shooter, so it's like a battle royale game. The idea is that there's 50 players, and you airdrop into a map, and then you kill each other until there's only one person left. And throughout the map, you've got like you have to find guns and items and shields, and there's cars now and all kinds of fun
Goldeneye
stuff.
was on multiplayer.
I mean, it's a little bit like that,
Hmm.
but yeah, basically it's like the whole idea is you just kill everyone until you're the only one left.
Okay.
It's cute. I mean,
Sounds violent.
it's one of the most popular games
Carson's
on planet
like 8.
Earth for right now, and it has been for a while, but I think the popularity is starting to diminish a bit. So,
Well, yeah. When will they go back to loving Monopoly? That's what I want to know.
did
So-
anyone ever love Monopoly?
I like it.
That's
But-
funny.
Yeah, it's too
Have
long.
you ever finished a game?
Yeah.
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 How
I
many?
beat my cousin Lonnie every year camping since we were.
Oh wow.
That's a lie. I said it because it'd piss her off if she sees it.
Oh.
We've traded back and forth a couple times, but I'm definitely the better. I can out monopolize anybody.
Well, it's your show. You can say you beat her.
Bingo. You make
Yeah.
a show, Lonnie. You spread lies
Yeah,
like I do when it comes to Monopoly.
You start your own podcast, then you can pretend that you won.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So, but Monopoly's I wouldn't say I'd never cheated at Monopoly because everybody gives her a little bit of a peek.
You get to a certain point in Monopoly, everybody cheats because they just want the game to end.
Yeah, I've been known to write zeros on a $1 bill.
Jake, okay, so real quick, I gotta throw this up. Jake, he just sent me on my phone pictures of that castle that you guys visited.
Oh,
So I'm gonna see if I can show them off here. It's like I guess this is the
it's not going into focus.
whole. Yeah, I don't know. This is
Oh, that is gorgeous.
yeah. It's really I don't know if you can see. Probably can't, but
Breathtaking.
see you can see how it looks like the crane getting ready to take off here.
Yeah.
And here's a much better picture, which I don't know. I think Rex, you should edit these in.
Which
later.
one is Rex and which
So-
one's Jake?
So this one is Rex.
You
And
can't
this
tell.
one is Jake.
It's blurry.
So good.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. If
Like,
I had those pictures,
tell
I
you
could
what,
share them on a screen.
Buy me a really nice webcam with autofocus, and then we'll talk. Which
Is that what the issue is? Is autofocus?
I don't know. It's actually I do have to say. So Jake gave me a new webcam, and it's awesome, and I love it. Thank you so much. So this is why everything's kind of in focus back here instead of not like last time. So
Yeah. Well, Jake just says that I have them on my computer.
you probably do.
That implies
mean-
that I could figure out a way to look and not screw up what we're doing here, which
Well,
that's a hard ticket.
Major.
I'm not even gonna.
That's something that
I don't trust it.
me and like there's a lot of
You're gonna
ifs
crash.
in that question. So, but
Well, either way, I'm sure Rex has edited them into the footage by now. So
With the mouse.
there you go.
maybe I have.
Got it.
They're
what?
very cute.
I couldn't get the mouse to work.
Got the mouse going.
Oh,
So, see, and that's the one thing that with these videos, like, they give us the opportunity to show stuff like that too, but that's even better in a different type of style video. But the whole point of it is we're giving people a variety of different videos and levels of which they want to interact and have fun with us. And if all you want to do, Uncle John, is watch us play around and make games, and you watch the DDKs.
Or listen for
Or listen. Yeah.
did you
But,
use a chat on the side of the screen?
Yeah, there's a chat.
I just
Yeah.
found it, guys.
Good job.
It was
Like I was telling you, there's all kinds of buttons on here.
my
So, but yeah, we got, so, but anywho, Colby, with your newfound wisdom on this birthday of yours, what do you have to say about, life in general? I see you've got a gaming shirt on. I dig that. What lessons have you learned in your lifetime?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What?
And
ABBA.
specifically, how do they pertain to gaming? Karma, and the year 1985.
Well, yeah.
I have no clue.
No, just hit me with some jive, Turkey. Tell me about what's a good motto to live by that's gotten you this far. Nothing. I'd put you on the spot like a dickhead. I thought you'd say something like, "Live fast, die slow." Who knows? That's weird too. That's not even a real one.
Live free and die hard.
That's not even. Yeah, well, that one I've heard in a movie. The one I said was just gobbledygook.
What?
Yeah, it was nothing.
I got tons of quotes and knowledge. And one of my favorite quotes is
Clint just said one. Have a good time all the time.
Whoa.
Yeah, and that real.
I dig it.
Good to see you, Clint. I don't know why I didn't do that. I don't know what's the deal. We were gonna have Clint hop on. Keyboard player from Spinal Tap. That's who said that. Oh man, that's awesome. So.
Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
That's a good
Cool.
show.
It's a damn good show.
Use the link from his email to join.
What did he say?
When,
Listen to this. He's mumbling off camera.
Yeah,
like,
Jake's over here giving him crib notes.
What did you do? Okay, so Clint, you should use the link in your email to join. That is the message. What are you guys all reading?
That's the key.
the chat.
Oh,
So
Alyssa
this
just
one
said
from
something.
Alyssa Latham says, "That's the key to life. If you want to be part of the life of the party, go to a shitty party." And apparently that was said by Colby. So
Go to a shitty party.
I think I
Who
totally
cares if
butchered
you're a
that.
big fish in a small pond? Just keep on paddling.
really?
Oh my god. Okay, well here's a question while Colby's thinking is, Rex, why don't you say what about Colby inspires you on his birthday?
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
you.
Now
There's a
you're
funny
on, now
story.
you're on the spot. Yeah, go. Do it.
Colby's inspired me a ton in my life just because we've been around each other a lot of years and gotten into a lot of fun stuff. And I remember on his 18th birthday, we were 2 minutes late bringing him home, and we got reamed over that one. So we got in big trouble. So we've been around each other a long time. But I remember this is one thing that I love about what we do in this business is that people are cynical and have closed minds because they just haven't heard or don't do any research. Because Colby Hake tried to get me into Amway when we were young men. And I laughed at him and told him it was a pyramid scheme and that he was crazy. And then just sat there and made fun of him like usually I do for a good half hour. Anyway, fast forward, now I own a network marketing company. And we're trying to build one to change the world and change how economics work and make it a better place. And we've been doing that for a long time. And the whole time, Colby's been right there with me. So he's very humble, very cool guy, and very forgiving because he should just sit there and go, "I told you so, I told you so," every time he sees me. But, you know, he doesn't. So that's one thing that that has definitely changed my life and hopefully will change all of our lives and give us opportunities to do things that people only dream of, you know, make some of these catchphrases real, you know, let's make like, you know, you do good, you get good, you know, the more you give, the more you get. All these things should be realistic. So yeah, that's a lucky thing that came from Colby. So, but he should get all the credit, I guess, for anything.
Well, when you write your memoir, you'll definitely have to include that. It'll be like the the precursor to the rest of the memoir, where it's Colby tries to get Rex in Amway, and Rex laughs at him.
Yeah. It was, gosh, I was a jerk. Because I didn't just say no.
No.
Yeah, it was literally just pretty much everything anyone has ever said to anybody. that has wanted to do a network market, but like 10 times worse and relentless with impeccable timing, I might add. So,
Impeccable.
well, I can be a real jerk when I want to be, and if I turn that juice up, you know, it gets a little rhythm to it. You can almost dance.
Just,
So, but you know, like I'm saying, it's the lack of understanding what's going on, because you know, everybody makes fun and says you be in a network market. Well, everybody's been in a network market, or they know someone who has been, or they currently are in a network market. And it's not because we're all crazy or stupid. You know, that's the big thing with all that. It's just like you're too dumb to see what's going on. And the truth is that they're not seeing what's going on. Structure, payment plans, all that stuff falls away. What matters is that you're trying to be able to compound time, energy, and money. And that's what banks do. That's what everybody does that generates and creates wealth. So it's just giving you an opportunity to start, you know, being paid for being a good person. And with little changes and little things like what we do, where we choose to feed people as our product, or we choose to help do other kind acts. You know, good karma can go a long way, and who knows what the future will bring and what products we have out there. But it's just that's a powerful tool. And the big thing that hit me was that, you know, we can use it to change how our economic structure works, you know, by actually having people do good to earn an income, instead of having that age-old adage, it's just business, which gives you a free ticket to like screw everybody over. So, you know, let's bring back the natural karmic order of what we do. So, but
so how long after Colby tried to get you in Amway did you come up with karma? Because I don't remember hearing about that.
I don't tell that story very often, because it makes
okay.
Colby look really cool and me look like a jerk. So
well, it is his birthday. I mean,
I know. I know. What's the odds of that? He's sitting here. His name says Jake Vanderland, and then I get sucker punched with a Colby. Now I got to tell stories about him being an awesome guy. What the heck is this about? So
what's going on here?
Oh my God.
Well, if you want, we could swap it over to like a roast.
No. But that it was quite a while, because Colby he's always been very entrepreneuristic. What would you say for that?
Entrepreneurial?
Yeah, very entrepreneurial since a very young age. So opportune. Yeah, that's just terrible.
Technically, I'm not sure that's the right way to say it either. It just sounds more.
It sounds much better than what I said. I can't even remember what. Yeah.
He's been an entrepreneur from a very
young age. So like I'm saying, I think you were 18, right, Colby? 18 or 19?
It was 18 or 19, yeah, because it was before Brandon and Michael went on their missions.
Yeah, that's right, because I remember they were kind of the audience that I was playing to be a jerk about it. So, you know. But it's so 18 and I was 20.
So that's like 2005?
Late 25. So a good 7 years, probably.
Jeez.
Yeah. And that's what I mean, is by that time it was me growing, because, you know, at 18, a lot of people aren't thinking about trying to build and create a career or an opportunity or things like that, even though there's no better time, because, you know, it's just, you've got all the energy in the world. If I was 18 again, oh my gosh, be relentless. There'd be so many videos, you'd go crazy. It just never ends. So, but, you know, it's, it was just not there, and always very business oriented. You know, that's what I went to a couple of years of college and stuff for, was to learn about business. And then I kind of decided I should take the money I'm spending at college to build a business. So that's what I did, because I went, you know, it's no better time than now, and you grab life by the horns. So, but it takes it took a long time and a lot of thinking and looking at the way the world works and trying to figure out myself and everything else. And then all of a sudden, you know, opportunity comes knocking, and I start telling Colby about network marketing companies that I was looking at and other stuff. Like the true best buddy I've ever had, it was like, all right, yeah, let's look at this, instead of being a jerk and like going, nah, you know. But then it was nothing would do what we wanted it to do. We wanted it to be as easy and as basic as karma. You know, that word, everybody knows it, so everybody should understand how this business works fundamentally. You know, it's basically down to, you know, the more you help promote an idea and try to change the world, the more you're going to get from that. And so it's just karma. So then so we decided we had to, you know, take the plunge, and I got you and Jake and Colby and Clint and everybody else together, and we have started doing something amazing. And here we are years later, still doing it, trying new things, building ideas, and trying to make the world a better place. So that's heaven if there's anything in the world. Being around the people you love, doing stuff that you like to do. So yeah, it's what could be better. So I hope that's, you know, helpful. But that's a story about Colby that I love. So.
Oh, look at him. He's so touched.
Yeah, well,
it's been a long time.
It has been a long time. It's crazy. And that's one of the good stories. We've got some stuff that if I told it online, we'd get in real big trouble.
Uh-oh.
Like that time you were scrumping for cars?
Well, our moms are watching now. You do the stuff that you don't want to see, then you talk about them on the internet. That's what everybody's doing now. Bad policy.
Yeah.
Come back later and get you.
Yeah. Like that time we got milkshakes at 2:30 in the morning. Brutal.
Oh, yeah. That one was serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our cookie was horrific.
But yeah. But Ayame, you've known Colby a lot of years now. Tell me a story you like about him.
I don't have any
Funny
stories
one.
about. I don't have any stories about Colby. I don't know. I barely see Colby.
It's true.
No, there was one.
Crazy.
There's one, but it's like slipped my mind now. It's like I just, you know, I think the thing that is probably not the like my best Colby story, but the thing that I always think of when I think of Colby in relation to karma specifically is the time that, because Colby does the Wingers meetup, or he did before the world exploded, and I remember going to one, and I was like the only person there. Like this, it was you, and I think it was Alyssa, right?
Yeah.
With you. So I was in the parking lot right after work, and I'm looking around and going, I don't see anybody here.
Clint just showed up. Hey, Clint.
Hey, Clint.
Hey, Clint.
Hey guys,
How are you doing, man?
He is also called Jake Vander Linden.
Oh, that's okay.
I think I just had to I think my computer threw up some security issue or something, so it wasn't letting me get on video. But
Well,
Jake helped me figure it out. Thanks, Jake.
You look good, man. It's always good to see
You
you.
look like you got a haircut.
Yeah.
It's the beard. I don't grow it on my head anymore too good, but
I've got an issue,
you know.
so it's a rough day. But anyway, sorry,
Okay,
hey, Clint.
well,
We're gonna have a what were you saying?
Well, all I was just saying is like I went into the restaurant and they said that Colby wasn't there, and I didn't see him anywhere, and it's a small Wingers. So I went back out to my car, and I think I called you guys and asked where the hell you were. I couldn't get a hold of you, and I was about to leave the parking lot, and I happened to glance inside, and I finally saw him and Alyssa sitting there at this table. And so I'm like, well, you know, I'll go in and I'll say hi. I go in and they're like, yeah, nobody showed up, so I guess we're going to head out. And the second he said it, like 20 people all walked in at the same time. You guys showed up, or Jake showed up. I think Carrie was there. Kevin, Kayleen, all came in. I'm pretty sure Clint came in at almost the same time. It was just neat because like it was it was nice to see. It's one of those events that's not like a karma event. It's Colby's karma event. And so it was just really cool to kind of see, you know, see him not only plan it, but have it turn out to be kind of a cool success like that. So that's my thing. I mean, besides that, I just, you know, I like hanging out with him at Disneyland. He's fun. We share a lot of commonality there, I think. So he's fun to hang out with, especially when Rex won't do, you know, he's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to get wet. I don't want to get my shoes wet. So.
Why would I want to get my shoes wet and walk around?
Because it's fun, Rex. It's fun to be wet.
You put bags over your shoes. Like a real...
I've given him thousands of ways to extra socks and plastic bags and, you know, spare shoes, all this stuff. Sit in the back. He won't do any of it.
Okay. You did this too. I'm gonna find a picture.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and I'm gonna show it. Do you remember all these excuses that you're giving me of like, oh, this will work? Do you remember this?
Yes, I do.
Look at me. That's a protest right there. No fun on Splash Mountain. We went down. I was completely wet. I had a quarter size on my back that was dry. And it wasn't even the big splash.
You
That
wore
ride
it real well.
sucks.
Though. You wore it so well.
Oh, it was awful.
Hey, Rex,
Yeah.
I found something. Speaking of blast from the past,
Uh-oh.
you remember this?
Yes. That was like 7th grade woodshop.
Yeah,
Who's next?
Is that Goldberg?
Goldberg.
Goldberg.
Yeah. Well,
Now
I
it's
made you one that
backwards.
said "suck it" first.
Yeah.
That was from the X-Pac guys,
Yeah.
whatever their name was.
That was Steve Austin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, that was D-Generation X.
D-Generation
Okay.
X. See, Colby was a wrestling fan too. But I remember you're like, well, I don't like him. And I was like, well, who do you like? It was Goldberg. Because you
Yeah.
looked like him as younger. You still do.
I think I said something to you about like it wasn't a very positive message or something.
You probably did.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hang that on the wall around your kids. You know.
Yeah.
So
Who's next? Yeah, I was going through the garage a little bit. I found it.
that's awesome.
I gotta hang it in the weight room.
Interesting to see that your wood engraving skills have stayed basically the same over 20 years.
Now who's joking?
I actually, you know what? I usually have. I would show one of your.
Yeah,
pieces,
they've gotten much better.
but unfortunately, I'm tearing my office down right now, so everything's in boxes.
Where
It's-
are you moving it to a different room or something? Or
Yeah, I'm moving it downstairs. We're redoing the floors, so
Oh, that'd be
unfortunately, all of those things are packed up. I'm actually looking because I thought
look,
I had
Colby
one.
found one, but it's reflecting.
Oh, there you go. No, you can see it. All you need to see is the engraved part anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go to the other part. That's the Yeah,
Oh.
that's all wood stuff. That's good. And on the
That's
side, there's
good.
the Cars logo.
Yeah, the Cars logo is exemplary.
So
Down
you
the bottom
carved
corner.
that, Rex?
Yeah, I wood burned it.
How old were you there?
Well, this was 2018. That
Why
would
is-
have been
Is
98.
mine backwards on your screen?
No,
No.
it's right. It looks good.
Okay.
Yeah.
How come mine is?
Yeah, yours is good too. I can read it.
We're just seeing our own stuff backwards, Colby.
That's crazy.
This is the artwork of Rex, everybody, through the years.
Look at the improvement.
You know what's sad is
What's-
when I write on paper, it looks worse than this.
I've noticed the same thing for a while. I
Oh,
was going
dude.
to try to do cursive with my right hand.
Dude, my
and
penmanship
learn
is
to
a
read.
joke.
Read.
I have to do all caps for it to be legible. Otherwise, the R's look like N's. It's just a wreck. Looks like I write with my toes. It's too late to get better at it. Everyone types now anyway.
Yeah, everyone types, so who cares?
Yeah.
I better learn how to type.
I talk to text.
I still do the hunt and peck.
The looking for and doing this thing, one finger?
Yeah, I'm pretty good about knowing where stuff is right away, but I don't,
Yeah, you don't double thumb it or anything?
No.
Yeah. See,
I watch my
look for the
kids
microphone
text,
button. I push it, then I talk at it because I'm a very lazy man. Plus, it spells the words correct every time.
Yeah. Well, I watch my kids text, and it's like, dude, you're already half cyborg.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm going to text slower and hold on to my humanity. Thank you very much.
Hold on to my humanity. Thank you very much. I'm going to lean on it, build businesses with it.
Okay.
They text are like Cable Guy. Remember when he's adjusting the remote?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
He's like,
yeah.
That's what they're like.
Kevin Steele says, your voice to speech makes so much more sense why you have said some of those things to me.
You don't even fact check it after, like.
Most times, no.
This girl got it right.
Surrey's job.
Whatever her name is.
Yeah, that's a Surrey job.
That's what Siri is paid for, right?
Well, it gets worked out in the long run, Kevin. We always see eye to eye sometimes, so.
We get there in the end.
Yeah. It might be a long road, but just like karma, we'll get there in the end. So, that's funny. So, but like you're saying, cyborg, that's pretty much what we're turning into. Doesn't that Elon Musk want to put wires in our heads?
Yeah, he's talking about it. Yeah. I mean, there's neat things. Like, I think I don't know. What do I know from what I hear on Joe Rogan and shit? But, like, I think we're pretty close to, like, ending Alzheimer's and stuff with stuff like that.
That would be amazing, though. That's a miracle.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty small price to pay to have some wires in your head.
Yeah, that's amazing. So well, me and Clint, our grandpa had Alzheimer's and dementia, and it's nothing could be worse than to lose who you are. That's really rough. And
yeah, Alzheimer's is like it's one of the, like, because a lot of people in my extended family have had it too. I mean, it's just like that to me is almost worse than just being dead, because it's like, it's horrible. It's horrible for everyone involved.
And so that like you're saying, the thought of putting wires in my head is a bit much, but that if it's that's a miracle. So
I'll put all kinds of wires in my head. If you make
Isn't
them cool,
it funny?
Make them cool colors, I'll do it in a second.
All I was thinking of is like playing Super Nintendo in my eyeballs and just then it's like, no,
let's be honest
with it.
You'd still want to have the actual controller though.
Well, like I'd still be at least.
You could have the MAME emulator in your head, and you'd still be going, "No, I want to CRT."
Like I said, I'd still be doing this.
You'd still be twitching,
be moving my thumbs around. But
maybe that's part of natural evolution throughout the universe. Maybe we all end up some sort of Cybertron.
Who knows? But that's how come our businesses and our everything should evolve right along with it, so that we can lean on the things that make us good, humanity. Keeping your humanity, Clint, so that way we can stay relevant, because that's the one thing the machines can't duplicate. Love.
That's right.
Do that again. Love.
So,
well, with technology getting as crazy as it is, like, let's hope like our hearts are in the right place.
Exactly.
And so if we can spread goodness, I think now's what better time than now, right?
Right. And these are great that we can get on and talk. And hey, Kayleen, come together digitally, but it's always fun and even more powerful when we do it physically. But unfortunately, Salt Lake County has put on some new restrictions that have made it to where we were planning on having a Chili's meetup tomorrow on the 30th at 7:30 p.m. at Fort Union at the Chili's there, Fort Union, but we're not going to be having that tomorrow. Huh?
Tomorrow's Tuesday, right?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were going to have the Chili's meetup where we can get together in person and talk about this stuff and share some chips and salsa and some drinks and things like that. But we've been informed that everyone has to wear masks, which that's fine, because like I showed off earlier, and I'll do it again, we got these cool Karma masks that we have gotten made. They look like a Clint. Who's the guy from He-Man? See, watch this, Ayame. Who's the guy from He-Man that has the jaw?
Trap Jaw.
Trap Jaw. I knew he would know because Clint was a He-Man guy. But
I didn't have the toys, but I watched the cartoons.
Yeah. And earlier I was like, I hate the mask.
I was knee deep in G.I. Joes. I couldn't get into another thing.
I bet there was I bet there was like a guy with a metal jaw in G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So earlier
I told you. I told
Ayame that I hate masks because you can't see if I'm smiling, and I was like, see, watch. And this mask it's like, yeah, totally made me look like an idiot.
That's the next like horror movie. You with that beard and that creepy mask.
Yeah, awful. So, but anyway, so like I'm saying, masks aren't the issue. The problem is we're only supposed to have 6 people at a table. And just me, Jake, Mom, Ayame, Colby, and Clint, we're there. So we're gonna, instead of doing that probably next week, because this all just happened so quick, we're gonna do like a Chili's meetup virtual where we'll all be able to get on and talk to each other again. So
a Karma goes viral? A
Karma goes viral. That's right. So
when are we doing that tomorrow then? Are we Zooming tomorrow?
No. We're gonna start setting. I'm gonna get together with Jake and Ayame on Wednesday, and we'll pick a day sometime next week, and that way we'll be able to get the information out and make sure everybody is there. So
cool.
So, but
Alyssa just said something.
Yeah, I know. This thing is
Everyone
we're doing
bring
good.
Their own chips and salsa.
Yeah. So, but it's always fun to. I don't know what it is about the chips they make at that on Chili's, the real thin ones. They're just good. I don't know. But anyway,
just find out what factory they import the giant bags from. Heck, you could probably go over there and they'll sell you a bag of those chips and the salsa for like $1.
That's funny. So, but anyway, point is that's something that I had to make sure we got out there and want to make everybody, give everybody a heads up about. So actually, in reality, there was a funny thing that we said earlier. I can't even remember what it is now, but I'll find it in the footage and I'll make it into a Karmic brief. So keep an eye open for it, because those are fun and short. They're from these, but the thing that we'll make tonight for the bump probably will be something about the Chili's meetup, because then I can, kill 2 birds with 1 stone there and do the editing. Won't have to make one of these elusive 5 to karmas that I've been talking about since,
Yeah, if you guys ever get to see a 5-2 karma, you're gonna really be impressed.
Yeah.
Did you see a whole new bumper? It's
speaking of, I finally added all of the sound editing to the bumper.
Oh, nice.
And you'll like it, Ayame, I hope. So it's gonna be funny. So they're gonna be fun videos, and we got a lot of stuff. Me and Jake in Japan will make some videos about that. Some fun DDK type stuff where if something catches my eye, I'll talk about it and relate it to karma in some weird way. That's always, like traffic or things like that, and us decongesting the human mind so that way we can move forward with good ideas instead of being stuck in traffic like the old days. 5-2 karma will be fun. It's just my eyes hurt when I start editing on the computer. I finally am gonna have to go to the eye doctor. Maybe. Watch.
20, one of these days, you guys are gonna see Rex with glasses.
Yeah, 20 karmic transmissions from now, I'll actually go to the doctor. I never do what I say I'm gonna do when it comes to my peepers. I'd look just like Jake with glasses. How would I tell us apart?
Jake's the looker between the two of you. Okay, real quick. So Carrie says 5-2 Karma. 5-2 Karma is a new video series that is a sort of a spin-off of the Daily Dose of Karma, since technically the Daily Dose was supposed to end after 1 year. These are going to be like the new Daily Dose of Karma, but they're going to be less frequent.
Yeah. The new home for that style of video, which in some of these, I was talking with Clint about it. We need to be able, we're going to be able to share screens and stuff and talk about the payment plan and things like that and other stuff. And one of them that we'll discuss is, ways to help use and market these videos, including the Karmic transmissions, DDKs, 5-2 Karmas, and other stuff to help you build your business. Because sometimes one of the hardest things in this business is finding your voice, figuring out what your story is and what you want to say. And so for that's why you have help in a business like this. In network marketing, that's one of the things that they do that's brilliant, is it's more of a team building business than an individual sales force. Because, when it's just you acting for yourself, that's great and you can get very far quickly, but you always rely on others and need their help and guidance. And so building a team, that's how you win championships. But that doesn't make sense either, because people win ice skating stuff by themselves. Anyway.
You have a coach.
Yeah. Oh, brought her around. There it is. So, yeah.
Well, and this isn't singles figure skating. I mean, Karma's a team. We're all working together to the same goal. And that's what the Daily Dose is about. That's what 5-2 Karma about. That's what these are about.
Yeah.
Is giving people an opportunity to, be around other Karma agents and getting, hearing those ideas and hearing the different viewpoints and being able to roll those back into pitching Karma for yourself or for someone else. The Daily Dose and 5-2 Karma is exactly for that, is to be able to show people what Karma is really about, that it's not just the business end, but how it relates to real life and how you can, how it relates to basically any situation. And those are all tools.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what the 5-2K is. So Jake says, get LASIK. You first, Jake. This guy could attempt.
I want you both to get LASIK on the same day. So you're both laying there in Jake's basement, just cotton balls over your eyes and just blindly groping out. So put on more cheers. Gosh. I can't see it.
So Carrie brought back the ring dinger with the 00 dumbass.
I saw it in the middle of when you were talking, and I felt bad because I started laughing when you were saying all this poignant stuff.
That's so. Earlier, Clint, I was telling Colby, I'm pretty much James Bond because I've been to the castle in Japan that Ayame tried to show us on her phone.
And where the tapestry was? What?
What?
What castle?
It's called Himeji Castle. It's in Japan. And Sean Connery went there, and the guy's like,
"Oh, he did."
Yeah.
Which film?
You only die once or twice. I can't remember.
Only live twice.
Only live twice. Yeah. There it is. It's something like that. But it pretty much makes me James Bond. And I was like, maybe like 001 or 2. You don't got to go crazy. And Colby comes in with 00 dumbass. So
that's a good handle.
Well, it sounds like a cartoon miniseries.
It does.
Yeah.
That'll be your that'll be your YouTube handle. When you have your own channel. It's like 5-2 Karma with 00 dumbass, right?
The guff I gotta take. So, but guys, we've done an hour. You want to keep chatting a minute?
Sure. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah.
Oh, for real.
Any questions? Anything?
Does anybody want to wish Colby a happy birthday?
Bingo.
Because I think you should all do that.
And Jake's like, it's the ninja school in the movie. That's the truth. The castle was the ninja school. So, but yeah,
secret ninja school.
And I think in James Bond or Sean Connery wears a kimono and stuff and pretends to be Japanese, doesn't he?
Yeah, it sounds like something Sean Connery would do.
Yeah, konnichiwa. hello, you know.
Well, that movie's going to get banned in a minute.
Yeah, no kidding. Like,
Sean Connery was hitting women in some of those movies.
What is it, Colby's birthday?
It is Colby's birthday.
Happy birthday, man.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Glad you're still around.
Kevin still came in with the big happy birthday. So did Carrie.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
And by the way, when this is on YouTube, everybody in the comments better say happy birthday to Colby too.
Yeah.
Well, if, you know.
Interact, like, comment, subscribe, comment about how much you like Colby's birthday. And tell us your favorite Colby memory too, even if you've never met him, because then you could just make stuff up.
Hey.
You got to do it.
Make sure it's
some of the best stories were made up. So.
On our this though, it's like we have the rights to it, right? If it is a good short story.
Sure. Why not?
Good short.
It's in the terms of service. It's like we'll own the rights to
always
your
click
story.
agree.
If we want to turn it into, if we want to option it into a short Karma film or something like that.
So, yeah. Well, all right, guys. This was a fun time. I love talking with you.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Carrie said, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Carrie. Thanks for everybody who watched us.
Yeah. This was a fun one. And tune in 2 weeks from now on Monday, same time, same place. We'll have, you know, the people might change. We'll have 2 Jakes, 2 different faces. But, you know, we'll always be here. And Karma's our idea, not anybody's, but ours. So we'll always be able to come together and talk about incredible, crazy things in different ways to change the world. So until next time, what do we say?
Karma. Do we have to like a countdown? Like three, 2, 1.
Karma out. Clint, you're awesome.
You work on that.
Yeah. Okay. Love you guys. See ya.
See you later.
Love you
I don't know
guys.
how to hang up. How do you hang up?
I'm ending it.